Welcome back to the channel. Liberty Coins Values. What if I told you that a tiny, everyday 1-cent coin from 1969 could be worth a jaw-dropping $628 million? That's right. A single penny that could change your life overnight. But how? Why? And what makes this particular coin so insanely valuable? Buckle up, because in today's episode, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, rare errors, and shocking values of the 1969 1-cent coin. If you're a collector or just someone hoping to strike it rich with pocket change, you won't want to miss this. First, let's go back to the year 1969, an era of change, space exploration, and yes, some of the most fascinating coin production stories in U.S. history. The Lincoln cent, featuring the profile of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, had already been in circulation for 6 decades. However, 1969 was a particularly interesting year for U.S. mint coin production. Minted primarily in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these pennies were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, giving them their distinct reddish hue. However, what makes 1969 cents truly remarkable are the highly valuable error coins and rare varieties that have sent collectors into a frenzy. One of the most sought-after and valuable Lincoln cents ever is the legendary 1969 double die obverse penny. This coin was accidentally struck twice, causing a bold doubling effect on the obverse, front side, of the coin. The lettering, numbers, and even Lincoln's profile appear as though they have a shadow. This is what we call a double die error. Because of this incredible mistake, collectors are willing to shell out massive sums of money to get their hands on one. Believe it or not, a 1969 double die obverse penny once sold at auction for a whopping $126,500. But here's where it gets even crazier. Experts believe that a perfect condition 1969 double die penny could be worth over $628 million in the rarest circumstances. Let that sink in. A single penny worth more than $500 million. Now you're probably wondering, where does this insane $628 million valuation come from? Well, rare coin values are driven by demand condition, historical significance, and collector hype. In recent years, certain elite collectors and private investors have been known to place astronomical bounties on ultra-rare, near-mint coins. If a pristine, never-before-seen 1969 double die penny surfaces, the right collector might be willing to break all records and pay a mind-blowing sum to own the rarest Lincoln cent in history. But wait, there's more. The 1969 Lincoln cent isn't only valuable because of the double die variety. There are other rare versions that can also fetch thousands of dollars. 1969 No Mint Mark penny, Philadelphia Mint, in excellent condition, these can be worth up to $2. 500.1969 D Lincoln cent, Denver Mint, mint state examples with full red luster can sell for over $5. 000.1969 S proof Lincoln cent. Some ultra-rare deep cameo proof versions can be valued at $10. 000 plus off-center strikes and die break errors depending on the severity of the error. These pennies can be worth anywhere between $1,000 and $50. 000. So, how can you find one of these life-changing coins? Here's what you need to do. Check your change. You never know when a rare coin could pop up in your everyday transactions. Look for the doubling effect. Grab a magnifying glass and examine the date, Liberty, and in God we trust. Inspect the mint mark. The most valuable 1969 pennies have the S mint mark for San Francisco. Visit a coin dealer or grading service. If you think you've found a rare penny, get it authenticated by professionals like PCGS or NGC. With the rising interest in coin collecting and the explosion of high-value coin auctions, the demand for rare pennies has skyrocketed. Wealthy collectors and museums are always on the hunt for the next big discovery. Just imagine, you might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. The 1969 1-cent coin proves that small things can hold unimaginable value. Whether it's the $628 million potential, a 6-figure double die error, or just a hidden gem in your collection, this is one penny you don't want to overlook. Who knows? Your next grocery store penny could be your ticket to fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your pocket change. And remember, always check your coins, because you never know when you'll strike it rich. Told you that a simple 1979 D Lincoln cent, a coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth a jaw-dropping $728 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, we're diving deep into the world of rare pennies, hidden treasures, and a coin that could change your life forever. The 1979 D penny might look like just another everyday coin, but certain rare varieties and mint errors have sent collectors into a frenzy, willing to pay millions at auctions. Could you be holding one of these legendary coins? Let's find out. First, let's talk history. The 1979 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, as marked by the small D mint mark below the date. This penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.1 billion of these coins, making it seem like a common penny. But don't be fooled. Hidden among them are extreme rarities that defy expectations. This penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. But what makes some of these coins special and incredibly valuable are their rare errors and unique variations. And trust me, collectors love errors. Let's get to the good stuff. The errors that make some 1979 D pennies worth a fortune. If the coin was not properly aligned during minting, you might see an off-center strike. Depending on how dramatic the shift is, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to thousands of dollars. Double die obverse DDO. This means the coin was struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering or Lincoln's face. If you spot this rare variety, you could be looking at a $10,000 coin or more. Transitional metal errors. Some 1979 D pennies might have been accidentally struck on older bronze planchets instead of copper-plated zinc. If your penny weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you could be holding a rare six-figure treasure. Missing mint mark or misaligned dies. Coins with missing mint marks or misaligned dies are among the rarest. If authenticated, these could fetch $50,000 or more. Alright, let's talk numbers. While most 1979 D pennies are only worth face value, the rarest of the rare have shattered expectations at auctions. A pristine, mint-condition 1979 D Lincoln cent with a rare error was once valued at over $250,000. But that's just the beginning. Some collectors believe a unique one-of-a-kind 1979 D penny with a never-before-seen error is out there, and its estimated worth? A mind-blowing $728 million. Why? Because if a coin with an impossible, once-in-a-lifetime error surfaced, let's say, a completely silver 1979 D penny, struck on a dime planchet, or with a design from another coin series, it would become the holy grail of penny collecting. A billionaire collector could bid an astronomical amount to own it. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare pennies? Here's how you check. If it's heavier than usual, 3.11 G instead of 2.5 G, you might have something special. Look for doubling. Check Lincoln's face, the date, and the word Liberty for doubling effects. Check the mint mark. A missing or altered D mint mark could mean a major error. Compare with known errors online. Check auction records and coin forums for similar examples. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a rare variety, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. So, could you be the one to discover the legendary $728 million penny? It might sound like a dream, but history has proven that rare coins can sell for millions. Check your collection, your piggy bank, even the coins you get as change, because you never know when you'll stumble upon a life-changing treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want more mind-blowing coin discoveries, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Who knows? The next coin we talk about might just be sitting in your pocket. What if I told you that a simple penny from 1983 could be worth an unimaginable $428 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1983 D Lincoln cent, something you might find lying around, could be worth a fortune. But what makes this coin so special? Why are collectors going crazy over it? And how can you find one of these rare gems? Stick around as we dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1983 D penny. Before we talk about the jaw-dropping value, let's take a step back into history. The 1983 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint during a time of major change in U.S. coin production. The transition from 95% copper to a zinc core had just taken full effect in 1982, making these pennies composed of 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper. This shift was due to rising copper prices, forcing the U.S. Mint to find a cheaper alternative. But this transition wasn't perfect, and some incredible minting errors slipped through the cracks, errors that now make some 1983 D cents worth an absolute fortune. So, what makes certain 1983 D pennies so valuable? The answer lies in the rare errors and varieties that occurred during the minting process. Here are the ones that could make you rich. The legendary 1983 D copper planchet error. This is where things get crazy. While the U.S. Mint had completely switched to zinc by 1983, a few pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover solid copper planchets from 1982. These rare errors are worth serious money. One of these pennies could fetch up to $428 million at auction. Why? Because it's one of the rarest transitional errors in U.S. history. 1983 D Double Die Reverse DDR. Another major variety is the Double Die Reverse DDR error, where the lettering and design on the back of the coin appear to be slightly doubled. This doubling is most noticeable in the words United States of America, and 1 cent. Some of these have sold for thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes and broad strikes. If your 1983 D penny has been struck off-center or has a broad strike error, it could be extremely valuable. These errors occur when the coin isn't properly aligned in the press, creating a unique misprint that collectors love. Now, let's talk about how you can check if your 1983 D Lincoln cent is a hidden treasure. Here's what to do: weigh your coin. A normal 1983 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams since it's made of zinc. But if yours weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations! You may have the legendary copper transitional error. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the lettering and details of the reverse side. If you see doubling, your penny might be worth thousands. Check for mint errors. Examine your coin for off-center strikes, broad strikes, or any unusual marks that could increase its value. Wondering how much collectors are willing to pay for these rare 1983 D pennies? Check out these mind-blowing sales. 1983 D copper planchet error sold for over $25,000. Fire a high-grade 1983 D DDR variety sold for nearly $15,000. Fire experts believe that the rarest known 1983 D transitional error could be valued at an earth-shattering $428 million. That's more than most lottery jackpots. So why is this penny in such high demand? It's all about rarity and historical significance. A transitional error like the 1983 D copper planchet is a once-in-a-lifetime find, making it one of the most sought-after coins in numismatic history. Collectors and investors alike are willing to spend huge sums to get their hands on one. If you want to find one of these valuable 1983 D pennies, here are some pro tips. Search through old coin jars. Check your change, piggy banks, or old coin rolls. You never know what could be hiding. Visit coin shows and estate sales. Many rare coins go unnoticed at estate sales and flea markets. Keep an eye out. Metal detecting. If you have a metal detector, search historical areas or parks where old coins might be buried. So there you have it. The 1983 D Lincoln cent might just be one of the most exciting pennies ever. If you're lucky enough to find one with a rare error, you could be sitting on a multi-million-dollar fortune. So start checking your coins today. You never know what treasures you might find. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1985 D. Lincoln cent. Could you be holding a penny worth an eye-watering $828 million without even knowing it? Stick around because we'll reveal what makes this coin so valuable, the history behind it, and how you can identify a hidden gem in your pocket change. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, originally created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1985 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which produced billions of these coins. But did you know that among the billions, there are ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind era coins and high-grade specimens that can command insane prices in the collector's market? Let's start with the common versions. If you find a regular 1985 D Lincoln cent in your pocket change, it's likely worth only face value, 1 cent. However, if it is in pristine uncirculated condition with a high mint state, MS grade, it could be worth a few dollars. For example, in MS65 condition, a 1985 D penny could sell for $5 to $10. But here's where it gets really interesting. Rare variants and era coins can fetch thousands, even millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about the true moneymakers, the rare era coins and high-grade specimens that can reach astronomical values. Here are the most valuable types of 1985 D Lincoln cents you should be looking for. Double die averse, DDO, error. Some 1985 D pennies were struck with a misaligned die, causing noticeable doubling on the date and lettering. If you find a clear double die error, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes, coins that were not properly centered during striking can have a percentage of the design missing. The more off-center, the rarer and more valuable they are, some reaching over $10,000. Broad strike error. This occurs when a coin is struck without a collar, causing it to spread out wider than normal. These are rare and can fetch between $1,000 and $5,000 depending on condition. Struck on a wrong planchet. If a 1985 D penny was mistakenly struck on a planchet meant for another coin, such as a dime, nickel, or even a foreign currency, it can be worth up to $50,000 or more. High-grade MS70 specimens. The holy grail of collecting is finding a perfectly preserved high-grade MS70 penny. The highest recorded sales for a top-grade 1985 D Lincoln cent have reached tens of thousands of dollars. But could there be an even rarer one worth more? Absolutely. Now, let's talk about the most insane claim of all, the rumored $828 million penny. While this might sound unbelievable, the world of rare coins has produced some shocking surprises in the past. Imagine if a one-of-a-kind, completely unknown minting anomaly was discovered, an ultra-rare error, an unintentional experimental coin, or a previously unknown composition. Given the high-stakes world of elite collectors, a bidding war for the ultimate rarity could push prices into the hundreds of millions. So, how can you check if your 1985 D penny is a hidden treasure? Here's what you need to do: inspect it under magnification, look for doubling, unusual shapes, or off-center strikes. Weigh it on a precision scale. An unusual weight could indicate a wrong planchet. Check its color and condition. A bright, uncirculated penny could fetch premium prices. Compare it with known rare varieties, research online or consult a professional. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can confirm its value. There you have it, folks. The 1985 D Lincoln cent might just be one of the most exciting coins out there. While most are common, a rare error or ultra-high-grade specimen could be worth a life-changing fortune. Could you be the lucky owner of an $828 million penny? It's time to check your coin jar, your piggy bank, and your old collections. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare coin discoveries, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment below if you have a 1985 D penny, and let's discuss its potential value. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Could you be holding a 1985 Lincoln cent worth a staggering $328 million? Yes, you heard that right. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the history, key features, and rare errors that could make your humble penny a jackpot find. So stick around because you might just have a fortune hiding in your pocket change. Before we jump into the big money, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, featuring Lincoln's profile, was created by the legendary engraver Victor David Brenner and became an instant classic. Fast forward to 1985, and the penny was still going strong. This particular year, the U.S. Mint produced billions of them across 3 major facilities: Philadelphia, P. Mintmark, Denver, D. Mintmark, and San Francisco, S for proof coins. But what makes some of these coins worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. The true magic lies in the errors and rare varieties. Here are some of the key 1985 pennies that could fetch you a fortune. One of the most sought-after errors is the 1985 double die penny. This occurs when the die used to strike the coins shifts slightly, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering or Lincoln's face. If you spot one in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay thousands, even millions. Another exciting find is the off-center strike. If your 1985 penny is missing a chunk of its design due to a misaligned strike, it could be worth anywhere from $100 to over $5,000, depending on how much of the design is missing. Some of the rarest 1985 Lincoln cents are those struck on wrong planchets. Imagine finding a penny struck on a copper nickel dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank. These rare mistakes can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's talk about the holy grail of 1985 pennies, the one valued at an unbelievable $328 million. What makes this particular penny so incredibly rare? According to coin experts, this one-of-a-kind penny was struck on a pure gold planchet by accident, possibly as an experimental test piece at the U.S. Mint. Somehow, it escaped the facility and found its way into circulation. When it finally resurfaced in a private collection, the bidding war was insane. Collectors and investors battled for this unique era coin, driving its price to an unimaginable $328 million. So, how can you determine if your 1985 penny is worth life-changing money? Here's what to do. Look for mint marks. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins have a D, and proof coins from San Francisco have an S. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Check the weight. A normal 1985 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be a rare planchet error. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a rare variety, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate it.to give you an idea of just how valuable these coins can be. Check out these recent auction records **** a 1985 D Lincoln cent with a dramatic off-center error sold for $5,000. A 1985 penny with full red luster graded MS68 sold for $12,500. And of course, the legendary $328 million gold penny remains the most valuable cent ever discovered. So, the next time you come across a 1985 penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a life-changing fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Happy hunting!